slashing funding for life-saving medicine and science, shutting down cancer and Alzheimer's research, solutions for childhood disease.
Watching the power grab and illegality going on in Washington, it's easy to feel helpless, like there's nothing you can do.
Remember when Trump used to be the king of Twitter trolling? Well, looks like the tables have turned, folks. The Lincoln Project just dropped some spicy new parody ads, and boy oh boy, is Trump losing his marbles. Our favorite orange-tinted drama queen is having a full-blown meltdown, and it's more entertaining than a reality TV show. Want to see how a bunch of ex-Republicans are making Trump dance like a puppet on a string? Stick around, because this is gonna be good.
You know, I have a message for our MAGA friends. You are not allowed to be surprised. Oh my gosh, you're in the finding out phase?
Tulsi Gabbard, a dictator groupie, dangerously unqualified. Will your vote hand her all our national secrets? Kash Patel, a QAnon conspiracy nut who wants to weaponize the FBI.
Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video.
Elon Musk, hailed for changing the way we drive, celebrated for sending rockets toward the stars. Now the world's richest man is using his power to do something unthinkable.
Well, guess what? You know why you got to the finding out phase? Because you fucked around.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr., an anti-vax profiteer, ready to risk children's lives, cripple cancer research, and revive diseases like...
Remember when Trump was the king of Twitter, firing off tweets like a hyperactive toddler with a sugar rush? Well, looks like there's a new sheriff in Meme Town, and they're not here to play nice.
He's too old. He's out of touch, losing his marbles at an alarming rate.
They have sinks where no water comes out.
I do want to remind everybody, this is the guy that worked with the former Klansman.
I will be Donald Trump's most loyal advocate to make sure his nominees go to the Supreme Court.
You turn it on, no water comes out. You want to wash your hands, right?
Yeah.
And you've seen this, and you turn on the sink and it's very little.
Enter the Lincoln Project, a bunch of ex-Republicans who decided Trump wasn't their cup of cuff. These guys are like the political equivalent of that friend who always has the perfect comeback. 3 hours after the argument. So, picture this. A bunch of policy nerds suddenly decide they're going to be social media influencers. It's like watching your dad try to dab at a wedding. Awkward, but somehow endearing. These Lincoln Project folks are sitting in their war room, which is probably just someone's basement, with a lot of empty Red Bull cans and a whiteboard covered in memes. They're using Trump's own game against him, but with a twist. They actually know how to spell.
Full of his struggles and ramblings and rantings and mumbling and bumbling and stumbling. You decide. Take a look.
I find it awkward. I find it embarrassing. He's really in the early stages of some kind of senile dementia.
They've deliberately surrendered our border to vicious coyotes and drug smugglers. I mean, these the smuggler.
Now, let's talk about their ads. These aren't your grandpa's political commercials. No, sir. These are the kind of videos that make you spit out your coffee and immediately hit share. They've got one ad that shows Trump waddling down a ramp like a penguin with vertigo. Another one calls him Comrade Trump and plays the Russian national anthem. It's like they're playing Mad Libs, but every answer is ways to make Trump mad. But what makes these ads so special? Why is Trump losing his cool faster than an ice cream cone in July? Well, it turns out the Lincoln Project cracked the code on making politics digestible for the TikTok generation. They've figured out how to turn complex political issues into 30-second burns that even your goldfish could understand.
She speaks in rhyme.
In rhyme? What do you...
Well, the way she talks, the bus will go here and then the bus will go there, because that's what buses do. And it's weird. I hope they now go and take a look at the oranges of the investigation, the beginnings.
It's more than awkward and embarrassing. It's actually dangerous. Having someone with his mental state, to me, it's terrifying.
It's like they're serving up politics with a side of spicy memes, and people are eating it up. These ads are spreading faster than gossip in a small town. They're getting millions of views, shares, and likes. It's like watching a political version of a cat video going viral, except instead of a cute kitten, it's Trump's fragile ego getting batted around. Alright folks, it's time for another episode of Trump's Twitter Tantrums, the show where the President of the United States throws a fit online like a toddler who just had his favorite toy taken away. Picture this, it's 3 a.m. at the White House, and someone's furiously tapping away on their phone. Is it a national emergency? Nope, it's just Donnie Diapers having a meltdown over some mean ads.
He can't finish a sentence.
Anonymous, really anonymous.
The man doesn't know where he's going. He doesn't know where the exit is. He's not sure how to get through a speech.
Mr. President,
Being corrupt and senile is even worse.
old, outdated, retired, elderly, aging, senile, dementia, slow, confused, idiot, ignorant, sleepy, gaff, bumbling, bad, terrible, disappointing, joke, profanity.
Being corrupt is bad.
Our favorite orange turd decided to grace us with his wisdom in the wee hours of the morning, and boy, was it a doozy. Trump's Twitter feed looked like a teenage girl's diary on steroids, with more exclamation points than actual coherent thoughts. It's like he was playing Twitter bingo with his favorite insults. Loser, Reno, SAD. Come on, Grumpy Trumpy, give us something new to work with. As the night wore on, Trump's tweets got more and more frantic. It was like watching a live-action version of that "This is fine" meme, but instead of a dog in a burning room, it's a 74-year-old man in the Oval Office, setting his own reputation on fire. With each all-caps rant, Trump proved the Lincoln Project's point better than any ad ever could. It's almost like he's working for them now. Maybe we should check if he's on their payroll. But here's the kicker. Trump's meltdown is doing more than just giving us a good laugh. It's showing us exactly who he is, a man with skin so thin you could use it as tracing paper. Experts are saying that Trump's Twitter outbursts reveal a stunning lack of self-awareness. It's like he's holding up a mirror to his own insecurities and then getting mad at his reflection. And let's talk about the irony, shall we? Here's a guy who's faced more business failures than a cat has lives, and he's criticizing other people's abilities. It's like watching a fish try to teach a bird how to fly. Trump's insults are about as effective as a screen door on a submarine. They just make him look silly and let all the water in. Well, folks, it looks like our orange-hued commander-in-chief has accidentally stumbled into the Lincoln Project's trap. Who knew that Trump's Twitter tirades would become their secret sauce? The more he rants, the more people tune in to watch these ads. It's like he's their unwitting PR guy, working overtime to boost their views. People are binge-watching these political ads like they're the latest Netflix hit. Who does that? Apparently everyone who wants to see Trump throw a digital tantrum. It's political judo at its finest, using the big guy's own momentum against him. Trump's responses aren't just increasing viewership, they're turning these ads into a viral sensation. So here we are, watching a 74-year-old man with nuclear codes get outsmarted by memes. Who knew that in 2023 we'd be living in a world where Twitter wars have more impact than executive orders? Stay tuned, folks. This political comedy show is far from over, and something tells me Trump's about to gift us with another tweet storm.